So this is House of the Dying Sun. It was made by one person who spent years on it, and it's basically a classic X-Wing TIE Fighter style dogfighter. It doesn't support cloud saves, apparently, and so I'm now going to play the beginning of it for the third time. But I'm also not very good at the game, so playing the beginning feels appropriate. Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy that my face is actually on screen this time? They ended up not doing the VO recording in here today that they were planning on doing. We didn't actually bring people into the audio booth this week. We just had our lead writer was in here Skyping in. He needed a quiet place where he could Skype in and participate in voice recording that was going on in LA. So he actually did it from home today rather than doing it from here. And I need, as always, to mess with my inversion settings. Okay, so back to control this fighter. And wait, is it resolution? Controls. I know I've done this before. What is it? Control? Nope, not control bindings. That's not what I want. It has to be gameplay options. Where is the? Come on. Mouse steering pit doesn't seem right. The view, depth of field. I mean, it's just the external camera that I've got wrong, so maybe that's not a big deal. So I gotta get through the tutorial. So this little, I like this tutorial actually. They've got this little thing in the upper right corner there that's sort of, at least off to the right, that's telling me what button I need to hit to do what. It tells me when I've successfully done it. If you're going to do a tutorial where they just walk you through the controls, this is a good way to do it. So drifting is interesting. So you start moving in a direction, get yourself going, then you hold drift, and then you can rotate as much as you want, and you'll keep moving in the previous direction. Like I said with Cryptarch today, even if something isn't going to work exactly the way space really works, I like it when they do nods to what you're actually capable of in space. I like when they highlight the differences between a space game and a game set anywhere else. Just because even if they're not trying to get it exactly right, because gameplay would be much better if they vary from reality. It's nice when they nod to it and they make it clear that they know how space works and they know that it's supposed to feel different from other things. Just walking me through all the controls. Probably when I post the YouTube video, hopefully you'll remember to cull out this part because it's just me going through the tutorial. Oh hey, folks are saying the game audio is a touch loud. Hold on, let me scale that back a bit. How does that feel, Kirasu? Hey there, Dunedane. So yeah, Cloudcraft, I think the reason why drifting is not the default is because you can see to the left of my cursor, that's my speed. And they basically just keep my speed up at all times. I can boost to go faster if I want to. I can double my speed. But I never actually stop. And so what drifting does is well, yeah, okay, so actually, you know what? In real space, what am I talking about? Well, basically, so I've got my engines on all the time, which is why when I turn, my speed stays the same. Or at least it tries to stay the same. Well, that's interesting, actually. As I turn, I lose speed, and then the thrusters equalize it again. Well, that's better than I thought it was going to be, because I was about to say that actually that isn't that it's not very realistic, because if my engines are on all the time going this direction, then my velocity should just continuously increase, right? And it doesn't. They've sort of put me at a top speed unless I'm thrusting. Then they put me at another different top speed. Like, if anytime in real space, anytime you're at any kind of top speed, that means your engines are off. Because otherwise you'll keep accelerating. Unless you're starting to get towards light speed, where it gets weird. But anyway, all that aside. You can decelerate. There's a brake button that you can press to decelerate. But yeah, the default is you're just always moving a little bit. All right, so I'm not quite certain what the story of House of the Dying Sun is. I believe that there's been some kind of coup, that like there was an evil empire and I was working for the emperor or whatever, and they have been killed. So now I'm hunting down all of the rebels. Essentially kind of similar in concept to Dishonored, which the sequel to Dishonored came out today. Except that it's not trying to make me a good guy. In fact, when we get in here, I'll highlight this. But all of the UI is using standards in reverse. You'll notice that the label on me is orange. And the label on the enemies that I'm going after is blue. There's yellow, that means it's my objective, but all of the text describing them, the highlight on the actual guys, it's blue. That was hard for me to figure out at first. I remember starting a mission where I was supposed to escort some ships, and instead of escorting them, I attacked them because they were orange. And I hadn't realized to what degree I had internalized the idea that orange is bad guys. And, that orange is bad guys and blue is good guys. So, like, I can turn faster, I believe, by holding the brake button while I do it. That means I turn in a tighter arc because I'm slowing down. So I believe that vibration effect that you get means that you're on target with an enemy. Leading them properly, that sort of thing. I like the way that they handle, uh-oh, crap, there's a flagship coming in. They always bring in a flagship at the end and you've got to escape. I believe that if you can take down the flagship if you're ambitious, and you get a reward for that, but I haven't even attempted that because I can't even handle some of the normal missions at the lowest difficulty. But I love the way they handle warping. That is basically, it's a contextual thing offered by a destination you can point yourself at, rather than being some intrinsic property of your ship that you can just sort of do anywhere. Okay, so I earned 2 crowns because I got the bonuses right. Essentially, so you can progress, and you'll unlock certain things through progression by just getting your target. But if you want to win, earn the extra currency, basically, then you have to do more than that. You have to actually pay attention to your bonus objectives and do the best version of the mission. Dunedain, I'm not sure where that blue-orange standard came from. I think Tron is a really good. That might very well be the starting point for it. I'm really not sure. I don't feel like I've got enough, game history knowledge. I don't have enough game history knowledge to be certain, but that would certainly make sense. I think that, people have gotten used to like red and green being like, the symbols of good and bad stuff, just because, they work with traffic lights and things. But, you know, color blindness is a problem there, right? And I think that blue and orange present significantly less of a problem for the colorblind. I'm not an expert on this, so there could be forms of color blindness for whom blue and orange is problematic, but it's nicely analogous to red and green. I mean, you can immediately get it, cool color, warm color, but I think it causes, fewer problems with accessibility. So that would be my guess as to why it's so common. Whoa, crap! Did I get him? Let's see. Nearest fighter. See, this is all it is. Oh wait. Oh, was that guy trying to get? Well, I can't fail an objective. That's ridiculous. So I guess the guy shot over my shoulder. I thought he'd been destroyed, but maybe he warped instead? Let's try this again. So this mode is interesting. My ship autopilots and will just, you know, play by itself while I'm here. But I can right now I can navigate to look at other things, get a closer view of what's going on. So, nearest enemy fighter. Oh, looks like the AI took care of that fighter for me. Oh wait, what is this? That's a bonus. Okay. I don't know why I'm shooting. It clearly says out of range on the screen. And now this one. Yes, it looks like in the last case, my letting the bonus escape, I just didn't even see the bonus ship that I was supposed to take down. There we go. Oh, flagship coming in. I'm already on my way out. Duhazane says that AI that was controlling my ship is basically my R2 unit running things. Yeah, so blue and orange are also nice because just like red and green, they're complementary colors, so they contrast really nicely. And they've also, I think they've just kind of entered our cultural consciousness in a useful way. I mean, you remember, there's this thing where movie posters for a while, and I think that people have caught on to the fact that it was becoming a trope, and so they don't do it the way they used to. But movie posters would be, all, people that were lit blue on one side and orange on another, or an orange explosion with a blue background, or something. Like, they would always use orange and blue because it's such an eye-catching, attention-getting thing. It's about as bright and colorful and high contrast as you can get while still being very simple and clear. And so yeah, it just works really well with our brains. I don't know. Curious who's pointing out how just there's lots of little touches in this game that the way that sound is muffled and things like that just sort of makes it feel spacier. And I agree. And actually, if you weren't here this morning for my, let's see, I should target the nearest enemy fighter. If you weren't here this morning for when I was playing Cryptarch. That might be worth checking out because Cryptarch does a similar thing. They've got some sound design that's all built around going in and out of airlocks, and like even the music of the game changes as you're moving in and out of a vacuum, which is really cool. Yeah, dude, it is a little bit hard to celebrate my victories when I know I'm pretty much the bad guy. Okay, got that. Why am I shooting? Make sure that I've actually got... Oh, that was not the closest enemy fighter. Let's not miss this guy. I'm trying to escort some ships right now, and last thing I need to do is let these guys get away. Okay, since I'm chasing behind this guy, I'm going to switch to my missiles, because I think they'll have an easier time catching him. This guy's doing a great job of avoiding these missiles. There we go. So the missiles are a new weapon that I just unlocked. So they unlock weapons as you complete missions. And then you decide each time how you're going to outfit your fighter. Or fighters. Eventually you start unlocking additional fighters who will join you as AI during the mission. And you can also take control of. Like if I were to die while I had... well, if my ship were to explode while I had an AI partner, I would just... I would take over their ship, which is kind of nice. Kind of reminds me of State of Decay, actually. All right. Is that the nearest? So I just got to keep fighting until all of these guys escape. Oh, crap. I should have been using my cannons there. That would have been easier. Oh crap, somebody says they're going down. I might have done a poor job of protecting my charges. It could be because I just basically charge at these fighters, it could be that you know, I should have stayed closer to my charges and defended them. Crap. Okay, all my bonus guys got away. I'm gonna quickly head over here. So basically, the bonus guys were, they took longer to escape. And so, so I needed to stick around longer with more fighters coming at me. But yeah, it looks like things went smoothly this time, actually. That was good. Yeah, that is one thing about this game, is because you're kind of in open space, the distances are very large, and there's not a lot of obstructions and things in the world, which, you know, is more how space is. In fact, the maps that do have asteroids and things like that are pretty unrealistic. It's hard to feel like you're moving quickly. You know, I think that's one reason why they put the little metric-y thing out in front of your HUD. Show what I'm talking about. So now I've got two ships, and I can actually give them orders. So ram my target, bomb my target, cover me. So yeah, you see those very subtle little lines that are look like I'm sort of traveling up a ramp in front of me. I think that is there to try to give the impression that I'm moving quickly. So that was me using the drift feature. Okay, who's coming after me here? Let's select the nearest enemy fighter. Okay, I'm sick of missing you. Oh, he's got flares. There we go. Alright, well that guy's not bugging me anymore. This guy might be trying to escape, though. Oh. Oh crap! I collided with him. I thought I could dodge him, but no, that didn't happen. Alright, starting the mission over. Alright, so let's see here. Oh no, I'm not starting the mission over. I went into my other ship. That's right. Well, I wonder how that affects my... Oh, wow. Oh, wow, they shot my missile. Oh, wow, that's really effective. Okay, so I can extract. I don't know if I'm going to be penalized for the fact that I basically lost a ship. We'll have to find out. Alright, just got to get around this freaking asteroid. Alright, let's see if they mark me down for having lost an interceptor. New missions. So if I select that one, I complete the bonus. It looks like I don't see anything that I've failed to achieve by having lost that interceptor. So maybe that's just fine. There have been times in earlier playthroughs where I actually quit because I lost a ship, but yeah, that might not have been necessary at all. Let's check out the quartermaster. Still have 2 interceptors, so let's go. You know, I haven't played Zone of the Enders, guys, so the stuff you're saying about the system, the targeting UI, or whatever, situational awareness system in that game, I don't know much about it. So I believe this is the one where this guy is going to try really, really hard to escape. And I'm going to need... Okay, so my missile just took his shield down, which makes it more possible for me to take him out. Let's take him out. Where is he? Oh crap, he's really slow. I hate when being slow is a downside. Okay. What is happening to me? So I can escape, except I want to destroy the secondary freighter. I can't really tell what I'm looking at right now. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh, my buddy's been killed. Oh, and that guy got away. Nope, not gonna work. I must get the bonus. So trying to take out the freighter, the first freighter before it escapes, is really hard. Trying to take out the second freighter before it escapes is even harder. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see here. Here's a fighter. I'm gonna say, my friend, you should, because he didn't do a great job of bombing my target, so just attack that guy while I go after the main guy. Oh, great. Oh wait, can I just... So which one is this? Okay, who is this? Is this my guy or their guy? Okay, that's my main target. That's the secondary target. This is CNB Project Civilian. Okay, can I find the next? Okay, so I think I need to be out of here. Let me target nearest enemy fighter and then tell it to attack that fighter and then target this guy. Switch to my massive missile. Fire my massive missile. Okay, so that missile took out their shields. This guy can't dodge missiles. Alright, so now target the nearest enemy fighter. Hey you, attack my target. And then I'm gonna go after this guy. I'm actually not sure what this alarm means. Probably something bad, but I can't tell. Oh, so I destroyed their engines. Did I destroy them? Is there another secondary freighter? Did I not? Hold on. Okay, I want to target this. How do I target this? I'm having a lot of trouble. This freighter. I want to keep targeting this freighter. You attack him. I don't see a great way to make him my target. Because that's what I want. Oh, okay, well, there's the green arrow. I didn't have the green arrow. Crap. Got it. Okay. And before we get murdered by the flagship, gotta get out of here. So yeah, it feels like what I really wanted to do was able to navigate that higher level view and just easily choose a target and then go back to the fighter and have that target be an arrow. And maybe I successfully did that, because I did have a green arrow when I came back in, but I'm starting to doubt myself because maybe I had that arrow before and I just didn't recognize it. There's so much going on the screen in games like this, and you're so dependent on your HUD. It's easy to kind of get flustered and lost. It's got a new weapon unlocked. Pulse cannons. Disable their targets, preparing them for boarding operations. Oh, interesting. I'll see you later, Cloudcraft. Probably missed you. Let's back up a little bit. Kill the Master-at-Arms. Scan all the containers. Alright. So now I've got this. All right. So scanning thing, I think I just have to get close enough to them if I want to scan them. Unidane says that alarm is probably the IRS closing in on me. So, okay, so I need to destroy a couple of things, and then my bonus is to scan a couple of things. Now, how close is everything? So these two are further away. These two are closer, so this is the area. So I probably want to go through these guys to get to these guys. So attack that guy with fighters. And does that mean that he's gonna get targeted by me too? Of course, he's already my main objective, so. But yeah, it looks like, okay, so because I'm in a fighter, my target, the target that I assign to fighters gets assigned to me. That's interesting. All right, so, yeah. I know. So these things do extra shield. I was noticing on the weapon profile or whatever, these missiles are really good at shield damage, not as good at hull damage. So now that I've busted this guy, busted his shields, I want to switch to my cannons. Okay, so here we go. Ah, whoa! So now this guy, okay, this guy's shields. So that effect, that like venting effect, is what happens when their shields go down. I get it. Okay, so that guy's taken care of, but oh wait, no, his escape pod is still there. I love having to take out the escape pods. Like, basically, just, it's sort of a bad guy-ish thing to do, right? Uh-oh. So. Wait a minute. I'm trying to go after the bonus. Okay, so that wasn't what I needed to do. I was trying to go after those other two containers, but I kind of lost the thread of those guys. So maybe, should I do the containers first? Maybe I should do the containers first, because I just completely lost track of them. Now I realize that I have not actually explored my HUD hardly at all. I don't really know what anything means. So I don't know if those guys are actually trying to escape right now, and if me going after these... Okay, I'll have my other fighter attack my target. But let me come over and take care of these first. Just so that I've got the bonus. And then worry about... Because I don't think... So the flagship seems to show up when I accomplish the main objective. What is coming? Is something coming after me? I don't even know what that is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so either the flagship is just on a timer, or if I accomplish the bonus or the main objective, it shows up. Oh! Okay, so I rammed him with one of my interceptors. And now I've accomplished everything, so let's get out of here. I don't even know what that sound is. Probably a missile gonna hit me or something. I don't know what to do about it, except jump. Dunedain, I have seen stories where... I don't think I've seen stories about people accelerating masses to FTL and using them as weapons, but I have seen seen like... I think the Expanse uses some weapons that are more about just like, hey, gravity and mass is massively destructive. And just basically just, you know, realizing that you can use physics. Like, basically, once you have the technology and the power to move spaceships around at speeds that make solar system travel possible, like by definition, have the power to do horrifying things to entire planets. Like, it's this weird thing where it's like, you know, once everyone's powerful enough to do that, they're powerful enough to wreak havoc. We're really, really fragile because all you know. Basically, you know, the speeds you can get up to in outer space are just so ridiculous. It's just to make your momentum just unfathomable. So if you get something that won't completely burn up in the atmosphere and fling it at the planet at a high enough speed, you'll just, I mean, the damage you do on impact is just devastating, you know? You don't need to have explosions. You don't need to have, you know, nuclear, you know, whatever. It's like, it doesn't need to be a weapon. It just needs to hit hard enough, you know? It's 12:44. I think I'm gonna have to go because I'm starving and I've got stuff to do at 1. So I think I'm gonna cut this off at 45 minutes, but this is House of the Dying Sun. This gives me, you know, this reminds me a lot of some of my favorite experiences when I was younger and I used to play X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and there have been a lot of attempts to, you know, sort of bring back that genre, and not all of them work as well. I think my favorite one in, you know, recent decades was Freelancer. I liked the structure of that game. I liked the fact that, well, first they made it so that you could play it with a mouse and keyboard really easily, which was great, and then I. You know, I just had the freedom to kind of go around and trade and fight, and there was a story, but like I felt like I had a lot of freedom with it, and it was a really cool experience. I haven't seen a game really live up to Freelancer's legacy, at least none that I've been able to really get into. A lot of them have gone more simmy and are less accessible, which is harder for me to enjoy. This game is very accessible, and sort of the dog fighting, it doesn't. There are differences between this and my memories of other games, but I really enjoy it. I feel like this guy, this one person who worked on this game, has made something really special here. So anyway, I'm gonna go.